final that we're going to cover anyway. The Ritz Casino National Hunt Handicap Chase. Runners and riders for that from Peter.
2, Sunset Christo, ridden by Chris Grant. 3, Megan's Boy, Tony Charlton. 4, Tarbank, Kevin Mooney. 6, Jack Madness, Bob Champion. 8, Highway Pat, Peter Scudamore. 9, Prince Rock, Bob Davies. 10, Gandhi the 6, Richard Hoare. 11, Go Metric, Simon McNeil. 12, Brigorn, Mr. Tim Thompson-Jones. 13, Current Gold, Neil Doughty. 19, Biddeford, Tony Carroll. 20, Colonel Christie, Jerry Gracie. 22, Town Councillor, Roger Rowell. 24, China Cottage, Tommy Carmody. 27, Milan Major, Colin Hawkins. And 28, Endurance Trust, written by Bill Smith. 16 runners. The first we see, the top weight, Sunset Christo, bidding for a 6th consecutive victory. Here's Richard.
Sunset Christo, yes, what a horse this is. He's really gone on from strength to strength. He's won his last 5 races now, and in fact he did give, or getting a lot of weight from Silverbuck, he gave him a beating. So if this fella can win today, doesn't that make Silverbuck some horse? Well, we've just seen him put in a tremendous performance in the Tote Gold Cup, and here is the horse that beat him, the only horse to beat him this season prior to today. Sunset Christo, real family pet. He's trained by Ray Hawkey, who's at his head, and owned by Ray's daughter Carol. And in fact, Carol got this horse many years ago. Sunset Christo, 9-2 favourite, 5-1 bar. And she got this horse when she'd lost her own pony. And what a great filler-in or substitute he's been, because he's certainly done them proud. But he's got a lot of weight on his back, 12 stone. He's just a 7-year-old, but he has never stopped improving all the time. I wonder if he can do it again today.
Well, it's 28 years by my calculation, or it might be 18 in fact, since Fook Warwin was the last man to win both the Champion Hurdle and the Gold Cup in 1 year. He did
post for this, the Ritz Club National Hunt Handicap Steeplechase, and it's the first year run under their sponsorship. Going down there, you can see in the blue cap there, last but 2 is Brigorn. Brigorn from the Michael Dickinson stable, number 12. There he is, got his head very low. He pulls fairly hard, he's quite excitable, and he carries his head quite low on the way to post. Tim Thompson-Jones has the mount here, and as I said, it is a handicap, and this combination carry 10 stone 10. Nice little horse, but he just has a tendency to get a bit low at his fences every now and again. He's fallen on 2 occasions, but he has won 5 chases this season, so you can't argue much with that sort of form. We have a show of betting for you.
And we have joint favourites in Sunset Christo and Highway Pat, both 9-2. Biddeford and Brigorn, 8-1. Jack Madness also opened at 8-1, as did Tarbank, but they've gone out to 9-1. Megan's Boy is 10-1. Current Gold, the same price, 10-1. Go Metric, 14-1. Gandhi the 6th and China Cottage and Prince Rock on 16s. Colonel Christie, 20-1. And the last 3, Milan Major, Town Councillor and Endurance Trust, 50-1.
On the left of the leading 2 there is Jack Madness, ridden by Bob Champion. And Jack, who has been rather a disappointment until his last race. Highway Pat, we see, is 9-2 favourite. Sunset Christo, 5-1. It's 8-1 bar those 2. But the horse we're talking about now, Jack Madness, a bit disappointing until his last run. He did pull up prior to that, and then he came back with a bang and had a superb victory. That was at Nottingham on February the 21st. And Peter Scudamore rode him on that occasion, and certainly did a power of good. He won by 2 lengths from Duke de Bolbec and Jur, a long way back in 3rd place. Very handsome horse, and in the colours of Peter Hopkins, who had 2 representatives in the first race here today. Sunset Christo, 9-2 favourite. Highway Pat, 5-1. 8-1 bar those 2. Going around behind is number 8 there, just coming to us. Number 8, Highway Pat, ridden by Peter Scudamore. And this one, out of Beggar's Birthday by Royal Highway. That makes him a half-brother to Monty Python, a winning steeplechaser. And also Beggar's End, who came over having won 5 consecutive steeplechases, but was rather disappointing when he did. Well, Highway Pat acclimatised after David Nicholson had bought him. He went off the boil, but he came back to win a 3¼ mile handicap at Doncaster and beat Megan's Boy, who again runs in this race, by 6 lengths. By him, number 19 there in the orange. That we'll see him later. That was Bideford. But Highway Pat there, just going out of the picture too. Number 20 we see is Colonel Christie. And this one, a full brother to the great Captain Christie. Bideford 9-1 from 8. And this fellow really loves a stamina test. He won the Brook Bond Oxo steeplechase over 4 miles at Warwick, but I don't think he's quite good enough to win here today. Although he doesn't have a lot of weight. He's in with 10 stone 4, and that ought to certainly put him thereabouts, though whether he'll quite win, I do have doubts. Number 19 there, Bideford, who we saw briefly earlier on. This is a New Zealand-bred horse, trained by Stan Mellon, ridden by Tony Carroll. The stable jockey Philip Blacker can't do the weight on this one. He's only got 10 stone 4, and Philip's a very big lad. Well, this fellow's just run once so far this season. He put up a terrific performance. That was up at Haydock in Rath Gorman's race over 2 miles, and on that occasion he led and then came back again at the last to challenge, but slipped up about 3 or 4 strides after the fence. But he is a good winner. Last season in December he won at Kempton Park, and that followed a triumph at Nottingham. Number 4, that is Tarbank with a diamond on his back. A real out-and-out honest staying chaser, this fellow, but he's got 11 stone 9 on his back, but he certainly won't give up the fight very willingly. Kevin Mooney in the saddle, and he's owned by Basil Thwaites. 27 behind him, Milan Major there, just sweating a bit, not particularly big, and he wants good ground, Milan Major. Well, he won't get that this afternoon. But looks if the goggles are coming down. There's Megan's boy. All over to you, Peter.
Thank you, Richard. Just the turn come in again. Right flag up. 21 fences for these 16 runners. China Cottage facing the wrong way, over on the far right. Sunset Christo, 9-2 favourite. Highway Pat 5-1, 8 bar the 2. Few appeals again.
Sir, I can't start you with your horsey heads on the gate. Take them off. Get them back. Keep them facing the right way. Come on.
That's it. They're off. Colonel Christie and Prince Rock. And Sunset Christo. As they come to the first, Sunset Christo, Prince Rock, Colonel Christie, Town Councillor. And all safely over the first with Milan Major, the back marker. Sunset Christo from Tarbank has now gone second. Town Councillor on the inside then of Prince Rock, and then comes Highway Pat. Behind Highway Pat, Colonel Christie and Bideford and Jack Madness on the outside, and then go Metric and Bragourn. Then Gandhi. Behind them, Megan's Boy. With on the inside China Cottage, Milan Major the back marker, Sunset Christo the one bidding for a 6-timer in the lead. Sunset Christo over the second from Tarbank. All safely over that. Town Councillor, Highway Pat on the inner, and then Prince Rock and Bideford. Then Colonel Christie and Gandhi and Bragourn on the inner, and Jack Madness on the outer, and then go Metric. The water, Sunset Christo from Tarbank. Town Councillor, the grey, jumped in third. Highway Pat on his inner, and then Prince Rock. Then Bideford. Colonel Christie and Bragourn on the inner, and Jack Madness over the first ditch. Sunset Christo well clear, and Tarbank a bad blunder there. Sunset Christo left well clear as they come to the next. Over the fifth, Sunset Christo from Tarbank back in second. Bad mistake there by Milan Major. Town Councillor is third, and Highway Pat 4 and Prince Rock 5. And then Bideford on the outside, and then Gandhi. Then Bragourn, Jack Madness and Colonel Christie, second ditch. Oh, and Tarbank has gone there. Very bad, heavy fall. He gave Kevin Mooney there. There's a mistake also by Monte Cristo, but he got away with it. Comes to the fence at the top of the hill, clear. Highway Pat, Town Councillor. Then Jack Madness on the outside of Bideford and Bragourn and Gandhi. Behind them Prince Rock. And then comes Megan's Boy. Behind Megan's Boy is Karen Gold, and then Colonel Christie. Endurance Trust is pulled up. Go Metric is just in behind the leaders. Over the eighth. Mistake there by Jack Madness. He was well picked off the ground there by Bob Champion. Really looked as though he was going to go. Chris Grant still leads on Sunset Christo. Sunset Christo from Highway Pat and Town Councillor. Bragourn not far behind the leaders, and Gandy also. And Town Councillor's gone there. Town Councillor the Grey, quickly up on his feet, the horse, but his rider is still to rise. Sunset Christo in the lead from Bragourn and Highway Pat, and then Gandy and Bideford and Jack Madness and Current Gold and Prince Rock, and behind them come Megan's Boy. Behind Megan's Boy is Colonel Christie, with upsides him China Cottage, and behind them go Metric and Milan Major. Sunset Christo at the next from Bragourn. Highway Pat, and Highway Pat's gone there. Highway Pat a faller at that one, in this field really thinning. The horse continuing riderless, haven't seen his rider rise yet. Coming to the next, Sunset Christo in the lead. Over the 11th from Bragourn in second. Gandy jumps in third. Just behind Gandy is Bideford with Current Gold, then Jack Madness, and then Megan's Boy, then Prince Rock. And the riderless horse there went through the rail, didn't seem to do himself any harm. It was Tarbank, actually. Didn't come to any harm. Peter Scudamore's up all right after his fall. Out into the country, Sunset Christo in the lead from Bragourn, Gandy, Bideford, Current Gold, Jack Madness. Megan's Boy next, Colonel Christie, Prince Rock. Behind them, China Cottage. Behind China Cottage is Milan Major, somewhere behind him. They're the only ones left. Roger Rowell is up on his feet after his fall, and it's Sunset Christo being pressed by Bragourn. Gandy's in third, Bideford in four. Current Gold 5, 6 Jack Madness, 7 Megan's Boy, 8 Colonel Christie, 9 Prince Rock, 10 China Cottage, and 11 Milan Major. Just 11 left in it as they come down to the water now. Obstacle number 13 of the 21 in all. Sunset Christo and Bragourn a little between them, and Gandy third, and Bideford 4, and Current Gold 5 and 6 Megan's Boy, 7 Jack Madness, 8 Colonel Christie, beginning to motor a little bit now, and then Prince Rock, and then China Cottage. And over that ditch it was Bragourn on the inside of Sunset Christo, with Gandy close to them, Bideford 4. Coming down to the next plain fence, 7 from home, Bragourn on the inside of Sunset Christo. Sunset Christo just in the lead there from Bragourn. Bragourn going on again on the inside though. Bragourn from Sunset Christo, Gandy third, Bideford 4, Current Gold 5, 6 is Megan's Boy, and 7 Colonel Christie as they come to the final ditch. Bragourn in the lead, 6 from home, Sunset Christo second, third is Gandy 4, Bideford has gone there, Bideford a faller. Bideford a faller at the final ditch as hampered Colonel Christie, and coming to the fence at the top of the hill now, and it's Bragourn from Sunset Christo and Gandy, 5 from home. Current Gold jumps at 4, Megan's Boy 5, Colonel Christie 6. Running downhill now, and Sunset Christo coming back at Bragourn with Gandy third, Current Gold 4, Megan's Boy 5. Hard to see anything bar these 5 now as they come down to the fence at the top of the hill. Running down the hill, 4 from home, Bragourn and Sunset Christo, Gandy, Current Gold, and Megan's Boy. Now just 3 fences left to jump in the Ritz Club National Hunt Handicap Chase. Bragourn on the inside of Sunset Christo, Current Gold improving all the time, Gandy holding his place. Bragourn hit that and has gone. Bragourn has gone at that one, has left Gandy in the lead now. Gandy in the lead from Current Gold. Then comes Megan's Boy as they round the home turn with just 2 fences left to jump in the Ritz Club National Hunt Handicap Chase. And it's Gandy from Current Gold, Megan's Boy, Sunset Christo under pressure. Coming to the second last fence now, Current Gold showing on the left, on the far side, Gandy. Current Gold looks as though he's going to just land in the lead, he does so. Current Gold from Gandy in second, Megan's Boy third, Sunset Christo 4. This is the final fence now. Current Gold and Neil Dowdy in the lead, a 2-length, 3-length advantage. They jump it well. Gandy jumps in second, Megan's Boy jumps in third, and Sunset Christo 4. And as they race up towards the line, Current Gold is streaking away to win the Ritz Club National Hunt Handicap Chase. Gandy's just holding Megan's Boy out of second place, and at the line, Current Gold wins it. Gandy is second. Third is Megan's Boy. Fourth is a tired and gallant Sunset Christo, who's failed in his bid for a 6-timer. Fifth is Colonel Christie, and the only other finishers are China Cottage and Prince Rock. So the result of the Ritz Club National Hunt Handicap Chase. First, number 13, Current Gold, owned by Mr. A.M. Pickin, trained by Gordon W. Richards, ridden by Neil Doughty. Second, number 10, Gandy the Sixth, owned by Mrs. E. White Spunner, trained by John Thorne and ridden by Richard Hoare. And third, number 3, Megan's Boy, owned by Mr. J.R. Craig, trained by Ted Carter and ridden by Tony Charlton. Fourth was number 2, Sunset Christo. That was the result. Here's how they raced into the closing stages as we review them with Richard.
Yes, indeed, it'd been a chapter of events with several horses falling, but at this stage you can see Current Gold had actually gone to the front. Ears pricked, he rises just probably a neck in front of Gandy. And just back in third there, you can see Megan's Boy, this New Zealand-bred horse who's running on again strongly. He'd been under pressure for a very long time, but now Current Gold, under the driving of Neil Doughty, goes away from his rivals. I remember seeing this horse at the sales at the beginning of the season, and he was led out unsold, much to the delight of his young handler Nina, but he takes the last in fine style, and there's nothing going to catch him from there on in. Gandy had run a superb race, but had come to the end of his tether now. And behind him you can see Megan's Boy coming there under the driving of Philip Charlton to challenge for second place, but he doesn't quite get there. And Current Gold widening the gap. The farther they go, the farther he's going to win. He's always been a good little horse and added this prize to his already considerable earnings.
Prince Rock here, coming in with China Cottage, the Peter Bailey pair. And they're being followed by Current Gold in the sash to the right, the 10-to-1 winner of the National Hunt Handicap Chase, sponsored for the first time by the Ritz Club, who present a valuable trophy, of course, to the rider who emerges top at this great festival. And the current scores: John Frankham 3, Jim Wilson 2. And at the same time, the winning rider earns £5,000 for riding charities, 2,500 in this instance for riding for the disabled, and 2,500 for the Injured Jockeys Fund. Current Gold jogging back in ahead of Gandy. This 10-year-old who has a symbol against his name in time form, which I've no doubt his faithful lad would dispute, but few would have to agree that it's earned, and it's a sign which means temperamental or unreliable. Well, he certainly wasn't unreliable today. Winner of his second race in 8 outings this season, but he has appeared to have shown somewhat limited enthusiasm for the sport at times. This afternoon he's the 15th length winner, with 7 lengths between second and third in the National Hunt Handicap Chase. Tommy Carmody coming in there on China Cottage, a red silver buck, of course. There's Bob Davies, the former champion. Sunset Christo, ridden by Chris Grant. And here's Neil Doughty on one of the biggest winners of his career, worth £7,059 to the winner. First of the meeting for Gordon Richards from the north. And the starting prices and the results during the afternoon of the third and final day of the National Hunt Festival as follows.
First, Lucky 13, Current Gold, 10-to-1. Second, number 10, Gandy the Sixth, 20-to-1. Third, number 3, Megan's Boy, 10-to-1. And fourth, number 2, Sunset Christo, 9-to-2 favourite. First
is an honourable runner-up, and the other riders, Frank Berry, Alan Brown, Colin Brown, Mr. Stephen Bush, Chris Condell, Neil Doughty, Robert Earnshaw, Paul Leach, Niall Madden, Sam Morshead, and Mr. Dick Saunders. In fact, that should be Mr. Dick Saunders, all have won. Well, one man.
Siberian Sun.